Okay. Hare Krishna. My name is Bhakta Diogo. I'm from Brazil, and I met the devotees 3 years ago. I was on the beach. I had an argument with my friend, and so I went to the beach to cool off. And I was smoking a cigarette, and I looked into the distance and I saw a weird light, a strange light hovering on top of the water. So I went closer to it. I was looking for somebody who could corroborate with me that they were seeing the same thing. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. So when I got close to the water, I saw somebody that was standing up and brushing their legs as though they had just gotten up from prayer. And I asked him, "Hey, what is that over there?" And he looked over and he said, "What?" And I said, "That light over there." And he said, "Oh, I don't know what that is." "Why?" He said. And I said, "Well, because I've been seeing it for a long time. It hasn't been moving." And I used to believe in aliens. I still believe in aliens, but now it's not a question of believing in them. The Vedas talk about that. That's another story. But anyway, I was always very interested in aliens and UFOs and flying spaceships and everything. And so this devotee said, after we were talking for a little bit, he said, he said something that I'll never forget. He said, "Oh, that's probably one of the demigods and their wives flying in the sky." And I thought that was very funny. So I asked him to repeat what he said. And he repeated it, and he said, "Well, haven't you ever heard of the Vedas?" And I was raised in the West, so we don't know about the Vedas there. So I said, "No, I never heard about the Vedas. Will you tell me something about them?" And he's like, "Oh, well, the Vedas are like instructions. Like if you buy a car or a refrigerator, it will come with instructions because you don't know how to work it. So similarly, when the spirit soul comes to this world, he needs instructions to understand how the body functions. And so God gives us the Vedas to understand that." And I thought that was the best description of a scripture that I had ever heard. So I asked him to tell me more, and he told me the story of Ramayana. He told me the whole story. And I was shocked because I was raised in a Christian family. And we have this vague idea about God. We think that God is like a light, kind of. There's not really a personal conception of God besides Jesus Christ, and like a father, but you don't really know if he's really an old man or if it's just an imagination. So anyway, I was really interested in Ramayana because it was describing God so personally. He has a consort, he has a brother, and it made intuitive sense. So I started reading books, Sri Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita, and I was going to the temple. I moved from Los Angeles to South America, and I was associating with devotees in the temple, and they were very nice. When I went to the temple, I had a very big beard. I was very scary looking, and I had a lot of hair and a big beard. And I probably didn't take showers regularly. And I went to the temple. And the first day that I went on the temple, I knocked, and the temple was closed. And there was just one Mataji there, and she looked, and she opened the door for me. And later she told me, "I was actually very scared that you came to rob us, but I was just praying to Gaura Nitai, that you can take care of me." So she opened the door for me, and she just gave me prasadam. And I was saying, "Oh, this is so nice." And she was like, yeah, we offer this to God. That's why it's so nice. And it was very simple. She didn't talk to me any philosophy. And when I would ask to help, she'd be like, no, you just eat prasad. You want some more? And she would just put so much prasad on my plate. And I think that went on for some time. And the devotees were always very kind to me. And they invited me to go to a seminary, and I went to a seminary where I learned a little bit more. And now I'm here in Mayapur, very far away, thanks to the devotees being so kind. So I would say that my experience in Krishna consciousness has been very favorable, and I recommend it to anybody who's looking for satisfaction in this world. Hare Krishna.
And are you taking bath?